From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, fake cases after fake cases, summons after summons, non-stop questioning and illegal arrest in the last 1 month, the witch hunt against Republic has crossed all limits. Tonight, our resolve to fight back is stronger than ever. Here's how Republic has come under back-to-back attacks. And then we debate.
At 8:25 p.m., Republic Executive Editor Niranjan Narayanswamy walked out of the N.M. Joshi Marg police station. This was his fourth appearance before the Mumbai police in the last 30 days.
I was called here once again to give more details of the story that we broadcast. And I've been here for the last 4.5 hours. In the last 4.5 hours, they wanted to get more details of the newsroom activity on this particular story.
In the last 1 month, Republic team has undergone over 200 hours of interrogation and non-stop summons, all of which have been complied with. And the tipping point in this fight was when the editor-in-chief of Republic Media Network was assaulted and illegally arrested in a case that was closed in 2019.
एक जनता जीतेगी, हम लड़ेंगे। मुझे उद्धव ठाकरे कुछ नहीं कर सकते, उद्धव ठाकरे और परमवीर कुछ नहीं कर सकते। जनता जीतेगी, मुझे जितना मारे, लोग देख रहे हैं सब कुछ, मुझे जितना मारे, जितना मुझ पर यातना करे, मगर जनता आवाज उठाएगी। मैं जनता से अपील करता हूँ, आवाज उठाइए।
Tonight, this fight has become a national movement. India has seen through the traits of emergency.
Physically assaulting Arnab.
Arrest of Republic Channel's editor Arnab Goswami prima facie is an atrocious and malicious act of prosecution.
And the fight for justice is not over yet. Because the allegation of witness manipulation in the bogus TRP case will be investigated soon. Op India will hand over these tapes to the CBI on Friday.
अगर उन्हें मार वोट पड़ी हुई कहीं तो कबूला है कि यार भारत वाले का ही वो कैसे करते उन्होंने ना पेपर पर लिख गए यार भारत का हाँ अब फिर पुलिस वाले दरवाजे आज ही डिपार्टमेंट से आ जाती हैं दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट से हुई
The attempts to fix Republic have been exposed with the petition filed by Hansa Research Group, who have alleged harassment at the hands of those investigating the TRP scam. With facts and truth by our side, Republic will fight back. Let's debate.
Mohandas Pai, Chairman, Arun Capital Partners, joining us tonight. Mr. Pai, our fight is in the court. Arnab is in judicial custody. You've seen the pictures. Before we ask you anything else, I'd like to ask you tonight, and we know that all these messages are reaching Arnab. I'd like to ask you tonight if there is a message, because you've known him personally, if there's a message you want to send out.
To Arnab is to fight the battle for India, because he's fighting for the people of India, he's fighting for a constitution, he's fighting for the freedom of expression, and no tyranny, no despot in this country can stop the actioning of the constitution. We are a democracy. Arnab is fighting out for all of us. He's a man of immense courage, immense self-confidence. Right now, he's been put into jail illegally. Tomorrow, there's going to be a court hearing. I'm sure the Bombay High Court will give relief. I'm sure the Supreme Court is also looking at this. I hope the Supreme Court suo moto takes it up after the Bombay High Court decision. So my message to him is, keep up your cheer, keep up your courage. You are a man of indomitable will. No tyrant, no despot anywhere in the world can beat you. Keep it up, and I think you will come out successful, because you're standing up as a symbol of a free India and a country where we cherish our individual freedom and nobody can take it away.
Abhishek, Mr. Pai says that Arnab has this indomitable spirit, and you said this, that when he comes back, he's going to bounce back. This is his studio, and viewers are waiting to hear him roar from this very studio, Abhishek.
Of course, Sagarika, he would be out soon and roaring. Mohandas Pai, let me begin by congratulating you. Many happy returns of the day. But
Thank you very much.
The point is that what should be done to restrain the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police from continuing this intimidation, harassment and wringing of democracy, an important institution of democracy that they are doing in open. And despite all that we are doing in the courts, and of course they have the procedures have their own trajectory, what is important is that there has to be a public restraint and a fear of public opinion. How to bring that, Mohandas Pai?
I think, this government that you see is beyond any repair, because they don't seem to care of public probity. They don't seem to care for democracy. They don't seem to care for the rule of law. They've gone on a trip of vengeance against Arnab and Republic. I think the only solution is for the Supreme Court to step in and to say that all cases against Republic and Arnab, all FIRs should be heard by some other state. They must take it away from Mumbai and put it somewhere else, because, the continuing harassment by the Bombay police and the state government of Maharashtra has reached a point of no return. I think people all over the country are protesting. They're standing up for Arnab.
Can a PIL be filed?
PIL can certainly be filed, in my opinion. Today, Mohan Parasaran, who's been the former Solicitor General of India, has expressed his deep concern and said there's a fit case for the courts to step in, because the courts have to protect our democracy. I'm very sad the union government is not stepping in. Our Home Minister made a statement, but beyond that, we have not seen anything. I don't know whether they have the powers to do anything, but the Supreme Court has the powers. I do hope a PIL tomorrow by Republic or any other citizen, by the most eminent lawyers of this country like Mohan Parasaran or Harish Salve, will be taken up by the Chief Justice, and he will see they fit to possibly transfer the cases outside Mumbai. Because if we don't transfer the case outside Mumbai and ban the Maharashtra police from taking up any cases, then they will continue filing all kinds of frivolous cases.
Right, sir. Yeah. So what you said, sir, the point comes out that this Maharashtra government is not going to do anything. And the reason is, whatever they are doing, their only reason is one, to stop Arnab Goswami. But let this be clear, sir, you know Arnab. You know Arnab. You know he is never going to stop. You know his pursuit for truth is never going to stop. Today it was Palghar, tomorrow it can be some other issue. You can keep him inside by these illegal norms and terms. But he's never going to stop. The day he comes back, if there is a bigger and a better word for bounce, that is what Arnab is going to do from these studios, and he's going to raise his voice like never before. Mohandas Pai.
Yes, that is very true. And let me tell you one thing, he has got unprecedented support across all parts of India. I've never seen so many people across all parts of India stand up for anybody who is not a political leader, without a political party. For individuals, we've never seen people protesting in Bangalore, in Delhi, in all other places. That is truly extraordinary. He sees the appeal of Arnab Goswami and the fight that he's having with the Mumbai police. It also shows that people of this country are against what the government of Maharashtra is doing, what the police is doing. And like a editorial appeared in one of the newspapers today, this is a classic case of a police state which is run amok. a police state which is working totally against the constitution, driven by vengeance, driven by tyranny, driven by despotism. And I think it's time the Supreme Court came in, and the people of this country are expressing their anger and frustration to standing up, to protesting all over. You see it happening on a television channel. So I think it is time for the Supreme Court to step in. I do hope the most eminent lawyers in this country will go to the court tomorrow after the Mumbai High Court and ask for a transfer of all these cases and a stay to be given against any cases that will be filed in Mumbai.
Yes, Mr. Pai, people of this country are pinning their hopes on the courts of this country. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'd like to open up this panel. Nupur Sharma of the BJP is joining us, M.R. Venkatesh, political analyst and lawyer, Neera Mishra, member of fact-finding committee of Call for Justice, Anurag Punita, senior journalist, Colonel Shailendra Singh, defense expert, Geeta Bhatt, political analyst, is joining us from Delhi, and Colonel Rohit Dev, geopolitical and defense analyst, also joining us, and so is Professor Kapil Kumar. Nupur, I'd like to take the first question with you. Yes, we've seen at least 20 union ministers come out and condemn the illegal arrest, the assault and the torture that was inflicted on Arnab. Yes, we know that there is anger in the people of this country, but you've been hearing these voices. Mohandas Pai also, when he just came in, he said that there is a sense of disappointment with the central government. Is there more than making the right noises? What is a concrete step that the central government can take? Because all eyes are on the courts. All eyes are on the government of this country.
Well, good evening. I think Mr. Pai has left the panel, but a very happy birthday to him. And obviously, kudos to you for carrying on the show. There are a couple of things I want to say. First and foremost, it's not just central government and union ministers by virtue of posts that people hold. As far as I'm concerned, the law is with Arnab. As far as I can understand the situation, I would urge through you at the outset, the Supreme Court needs to take suo motu cognizance. This is not how you treat a celebrated journalist, and this is not how you suppress and clamp down on free speech, especially on the freedom and right to report in the press. He's a journalist, and he should be treated as such. There is no space for excesses against the media in a democracy which follows rule of the law. And as far as I'm concerned, sitting in New Delhi, whatever the Maharashtra government has been doing is perhaps petty politics. This is not the time and place to take up pet peeves against a journalist who's been exposing you and your absolute apathy and your biasness in managing and investigating very serious issues and cases. Now, why do I also make this point is only recently we had a celebrated justice of the Honorable Supreme Court dismiss some 200 odd FIRs against Arnab Goswami. The same justice also made an observation that dissent is the safety valve of a democracy. Now, having said that, it is absolutely incumbent, and I would urge and most humbly request the Supreme Court to kindly take suo motu cognizance, especially in the wake of his entire family, including Arnab, being now registered in a fresh FIR, their names being registered in a fresh FIR for assaulting a woman policeman. Secondly, I also believe that an inquiry has been opened against the IO, which gave the case closure report 2 years ago. Will that not mean that it should also name the Home Minister who was calling the shots when this IO gave the case closure report 2 years ago? Because that person happens to be a Shiv Sena politician. So this clear vendetta, this outright witch hunt against somebody who I may actually take the liberty of saying has even taken to task the government in the center, various state governments belonging to the party I represent. As far as the central government is concerned,
Nupur, the witch hunt is
Maharashtra,
on. They are targeting Arnab. They are going to continue to do it, Nupur, because the fact remains that, as you said, from those 100, 200 FIRs to that 17-hour-long questioning in the police station, Professor Kapil Kumar, what they really want is to stop Arnab. And they are failing at it. Every hour, every passing day. Even today, when me, Sagarika and Abhishek do his show, it's his voice. And Republic is people's voice. The questions are being asked and questions will be asked. And we hope tomorrow it's going to be Arnab. When he asked his question to the people, Professor Kapil Kumar.
please understand 2-3 things. And we should not deviate and fall into the trap of what Maharashtra government is doing and what they want.
Can you make the audio a little better, please?
Please understand one thing. They knew fully well when they acted in this case that this case will not stand in the courts because it is illegally opened. They can't arrest like this. They knew this. Maharashtra Police Legal Department is not a fool. Their aim was not this. Their aim was to arrest and humiliate Arnab, to drag him, to beat him. Their aim was to silence the voice of Republic and Nationalist channel. That was their aim. And let us retaliate according to that. And I have to say one thing to Nupur and then I'll say something.
That won't happen, sir.
Nupur ji.
That won't happen, M.R. Venkatesh. That won't happen. Arnab is never going to stop questioning. Arnab is going to question M.R. Venkatesh. The minute he comes out, until then, they are here to, yeah, M.R.
I'm one step ahead than Arnab. Now please say, Nupurji, I want an answer to this. Nupurji, I want an answer to this. If the constitution is under danger, who has the responsibility in this country to save the constitution?
I will
answer this. 2 persons only. One is the president of this Indian Republic.
Okay, Nupur, do so.
And the second is the Supreme Court.
Let Nupur answer.
So Nupurji,
well, I think,
what is the President of India doing?
Sir, I think it doesn't behove of anybody of us to sit here. I think you can speak. I'm sorry.
No.
No. I heard your question. You're reading from somewhere. Now, please allow me to answer your question. You can stop reading the note that has been written for you.
I'm not reading.
I must tell you,
I'm not reading from anywhere.
I don't read. I don't think it. I'm sorry. I don't think it behoves anybody's stature currently sitting on this panel to bring into frivolity the name of the first citizen of the country. Secondly, I think you probably did not hear me when I said that the Supreme Court needs to take suo motu cognizance.
It is he who is responsible.
The matter is sub judice. Do you not understand that? If you don't understand the constitution, not my job to tell you. But I must assure the country. Please ask him to stop bringing in the first citizen's name like this. This is wrong,
Kumar, listen to the answer at least.
I'm sorry.
You have asked your question.
Nupur, Abhishek, the point is right, but then you are going to the other point. Nupur and Professor Saha.
No. Kapil Kumar has raised a valid point. Nupur also has responded, keeping in mind the dignity of the office of the president. But M.R. Venkatesh, Nupur, give me a second. M.R. Venkatesh, you have to go by the sentiment of Professor Kapil Kumar. And the sentiment is that certain boundaries, certain Lakshman Rekhas have been crossed by the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police. And there has to be someone in authority to tell them to be restrained.
Yes. Let me put it this way. Nupurji, you are talking about constitutional niceties. Yes. But we are literally at a sort of a war. While I understand your sentiments to play by the rule book, you don't play the Asuras by the rule book. This is the biggest problem with Devas. The Devas don't have to play by the rule book. The Asuras can play by any other book. Now coming to the issue. The issue is there is an Article 355 of the Constitution. You don't have to go up to 356. You can definitely send certain certain things which are there under 355, which can eminently
after
bring
the
state government to the rails. Second thing, IPS officers are still under the command of the central government, and you can, if need be, if there are errant officers who are playing truant, you can definitely transfer them. Last I heard was there was a vacancy in Andamans and Nicobar Islands also for an IPS officer. If you really want, you can definitely press it. So if you want, there are the n number of buttons to be pressed. It is not that if you are not able to bring in the truant Maharashtra government into play and into rails, how can you bring China and make them vacate in a distant Ladakh? So please understand that you don't have to cringe. You have
now let Nupur answer. Nupur answer.
Just one thing I want to say.
If you don't want to do it,
before we start discussing court strategies and what's going to happen or not happen, I'm sure this is not the place.
No one is. I
am going to reiterate a sentence made in public domain by a man who does not make empty noises, our Central Union Home Minister, and I will read exactly what he said. This reminds us of the emergency.
Do so.
This attack on press freedom must be and will be opposed in caps. That's a very strong statement, and he's not somebody who just makes statements. I think everybody sitting here, anybody watching the show knows anything ultra-virus the Constitution, anything illegal will be taken to task. Now, you would obviously appreciate, even I'm not in the know of how that is going to happen or what the Supreme Court judges are going to say or do, or what the High Court is going to say or do tomorrow. Please, let there be some decency in this discussion. And I would like to reiterate, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party, as a political spokesperson, I can assure you we are already out on the streets, and it's not just about Arnab. It is for absolute press freedom.
Oh, the people are out on the streets. Nupur, Neera Mishra. Absolutely, Nupur. The people of this country are out. And Neera Mishra,
before you take that question with Neera Mishra, we have callers calling in, Aishwarya. We have callers calling in. There are protests that are breaking out right now. In fact, our newsrooms are flooded today because people today are saying that, yes, they are waiting for Arnab. They are waiting to see him back in these studios itself. We as his team stand here. We as his team present this show to the viewers as his voice. Our first caller is joining us from New Delhi, I believe. And if the team here could tell me his name once again.
Yeah, it's...
Dr. Shiv Kumar is joining us tonight. Dr. Shiv Kumar, thank you so much for calling in. Messages pouring in from across the country. What's your message for Arnab?
See, as a general public, what I see, it appears to me it's a cynical design, because the name of one of the ministers was coming in Disha Salyan's murder case. And just to derail the things from there, that they wanted to keep the Republic Bharat, Republic TV and Arnab Goswami away from that. All this drama is being done, in which they are playing the game, and perhaps they are appearing, at present it appears to be a success for them, because now we have stopped discussing those cases, especially of Disha Salyan. And now we are discussing about the Arnab case, because they have put Arnab illegally in the jail at present. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shiv Kumar. So these are the kind of voices that are coming in. People of this country are saying, and they've seen through it. They've seen through it, yes. Yes. And Professor Kapil Kumar...
Just the gentleman, you know, ended by saying that the illegality of Arnab Goswami's arrest. Now, you know, viewers need to understand 2 points of why it is illegal.
Yeah.
You know, as given by the magistrates court in writing yesterday while rejecting the demand of Mumbai Raigad police seeking police custody, no procedure has been followed.
Yeah.
No procedure has been followed in terms of reopening the case and the subsequent arrest. The crime branch was not supposed to be there. Only the local police station cops would have ideally facilitated arrest or detention of Arnab, and the Raigad police would have taken. But the made for cameras, made for optics, you know, Kalashnikov.
You know, Abhishek, we will come back to that point. It's very important. The point you're making is very, very important. I'll have to interject. I'll have to interject because we have another caller calling in, and there's a caller calling in from Netherlands. So this is the support, the movement for Arnab, the campaign for justice. It's garnering global support. We have Rakesh joining us from Netherlands, I believe. Rakesh, go ahead. We are, in fact, broadcasting live from the studios of Mumbai and Delhi. There are callers calling in. What's your message for Arnab, Rakesh?
Hi, I'm calling from Holland. Good evening, everyone. And the work you guys are doing is fantastic. And my support goes for Arnab. And what can I do? I'm really disappointed with the Narendra Modi government this time, because we had voted him more than 300 seats, and there's nothing, this is not done. Center has to take some decisions now. I'm a biggest supporter of Narendra Modi.
Rakesh, the courts will.
It's not done.
Rakesh, the honourable judges. Rakesh, the honourable judges.
No, it's not done.
Rakesh, the honourable judges know law better. We are sure we have our complete confidence in the courts.
Has to step in now.
Yeah. Oh, the people of this country and you are sitting in Holland and still calling us, shows that Arnab entertain support from across the world, not only in India, Neera Mishra, Sagarika.
Yeah.
Arnav entertained support not only from Jammu and Kashmir till Kanyakumari, but also overseas from all over the world, from UK to US, and now from Holland. So the people of this country are with Arnav.
Good evening,
Neera Mishra.
Good evening, Sagarika. Good
Go ahead,
evening,
yeah.
Sagarika and Aishwarya. I would like to extend the support of a huge group of intellectuals which I am associated across the world, especially American diaspora and All India Historians Association. I am representing them today. They are aghast. They are aghast at the country that is the oldest civilization which stood for so much of equality and dharma and principles of life, to see this way a journalist being treated. Please understand there are 3-4 important things I would like to stress on. The
Absolutely,
absolutely,
Neera Mishra, Anurag Punita. You see that the people, only want one thing, that Arnav should be back and should be doing his debate and asking those questions, and that's the problem with the Maharashtra government. They don't want Arnav to ask those questions, Anurag Punita.
Aishwarya, just a minute.
Yeah,
just a minute. Arnav has taken on the families who have controlled the country for so many years. Arnav has taken on the drug mafia. Arnav has taken on the international pleasures that are controlling our country. Arnav has taken on corruption. So all these factors, Arnav is a symbol of India's democracy. Arnav is a symbol of the icon of today's youth. And I think we need to understand why the team of Republic has been attacked. It has been attacked because Republic stands for something that is truthful, something that wants to make India into the real Bharat as a Vishwa Guru. Doing away with corruption. So our intellectual group of people from across the world are calling me and telling me, ma'am, please send across this to the Republic TV. We are with them. We are with Arnav, and we are all requesting the government of India and the judiciary and the National Human Rights Commission to take immediate steps. Arnav is out at the earliest to take forward. He is a phoenix. He will rise like the phoenix.
Absolutely.
But Republic, we need to congratulate you for this wonderful work that you are doing, and we are still all with you and will remain with you in this good work.
Anurag
Please remember
Punita.
the fight that is not only
Neera Mishra,
these few
first of all, we'd like to thank you for this support. We'd like to thank you for this support, because today we've also heard voices, Anurag, we've also heard voices from some quarters who are saying that this is not conspiracy. This is not witch hunt. This is due process. Abhishek was explaining what was told in the courts. People of this country have called this an illegal arrest. The courts of this country have taken note. The magistrate has put out 3 observations to go on to say why what the the Raigad police sought 14-day custody, police custody, it has been rejected. Today, what message should go out to those who in fact are with their lopsided arguments justifying what Arnav and Team Republic together have been going through for months together now?
I think Arnav Goswami is paying the price of being too, for asking the question that he has been asking since last couple of months. And this is quite clear. I am sitting in Delhi and I can tell you about the journalist community. Since yesterday, there was some sort of a confusion on those journalists, especially to the media community, whether to support Mr. Arnav Goswami or whether not to support him. In fact, the people who were not ardent fan of Mr. Goswami, in fact, they are coming in support. That the way Maharashtra police has treated him, has taken from his house, is totally uncalled for and totally inhuman and illegal. And that is the kind of feeling that I'm hearing. And my sense is that the journalist community is now waking up, though lately, but now waking up and in fact has started raising the voice in support of Mr. Goswami.
Geeta Bhatt, we'd also like to take that question with you. We've heard many, same question, we've heard many say that no, this is not conspiracy, what is happening is due process. How is it due process when the case was closed 2 years back? Today our fight is in the courts of this country. Tomorrow at around 3, once again the hearing will start in the Bombay High Court. But today, if there is a question of precedent that is being asked. Today, if those responsible, those behind this witch hunt are not made accountable, what precedent will we be setting?
Well, you know, the unfortunate events that have unfolded, and Arnab Goswami's arrest is just, you know, a show of brute power of the state that we have witnessed. And you know why it is so? It is because it is just a reflection of the insecurity of the state of the Maharashtra. And the way the Maharashtra police, the way they have conducted themselves, the way they barged into Arnab's house and arrested him, the kind of scene that they tried to create, it is just a reflection of the insecurity of the government there, because they are not the true representatives of the people of Maharashtra. And again, the various issues that Arnab Goswami has been raising persistently, very, very important issues which are very important for the nation, which are related to the society and to the politics of the country, that has put up right questions, and it is these questions which have become irritants with the state, with the Maharashtra state. But what is unfortunate again is that, you know, all the so-called warriors of freedom of press, freedom of expression, suddenly everyone has just vanished in thin air. I mean, where are the people who used to talk about protecting the fourth pillar of the democracy, which has just fallen flat in the state of Maharashtra?
And Geeta Bhatt, we shouldn't also forget those who call themselves the champions of human rights. We shouldn't also forget them. I'll have to interrupt you there, Geeta, because there are callers coming in, callers calling from across the country, callers calling from across the globe. Our next caller is also joining us on the phone line tonight. Vivekanand is joining us from Mumbai. Vivekanand, what's your message for Arnab?
Yes, good evening, ma'am. My message for Arnab and Republic TV is, I am Republic, we are Republic, India is Republic, and we are all with you. Okay. So we all know how Republic is fighting the problem on hand. Okay. I just want to say, I was watching the news and I heard one of the panelists, Sri Mohan Das Pai, suggesting a very practical and a quick solution to the problem. Solution to the problem. He said, all cases relating to Arnab Goswami and the Republic team should be transferred outside the state. That is one practical solution to the problem. We are all discussing problem. So I would request, there are many eminent panelists who are lawyers. I would request one of you to suggest this, to make a prayer to the Supreme Court tomorrow itself to transfer all the cases related to Republic, Arnab. Okay.
Yeah. Vivekanand, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, Sagarika, that is the real strength of Arnab Goswami, Abhishek.
Absolutely. And also, Aishwarya, if you're seeing, thank you, Vivekanand, for joining us. These are suggestions coming in from the people of this country. They are appealing to eminent lawyers. They are saying that it is time to knock on the doors of the courts. Yes, you are fighting this battle, but it is time to make an appeal as a citizen of this country. We have more callers calling in, Aishwarya and Abhishek.
Absolutely,
Dr. V. Muralidharan is also joining us from Jamshedpur. Dr. V. Muralidharan, thank you so much for calling in. What's your message for Arnab? Yes, Team Republic is fighting. We are fighting in the courts. Tomorrow the hearing continues in the Bombay High Court. Your message for Arnab, Dr. Muralidharan.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I had talked with Arnab in one of your program, and I also at that time quoted from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. When war was taking place between Kauravas and Pandavas. That war is always on. That war is always on. सत्य और सत्य के बीच में सदा लड़ाई होती रही है और सत्य प्रताड़ित होता रहा
जी,
लेकिन कभी भी परास्त नहीं हुई। फिर मैं आपके सारे टीम को कहना चाहता हूं, आज हम सब आपके साथ हैं, हम आपकी भावनाओं को समझ रहे हैं। 9 बजे हम अर्नब गोस्वामी के आवाज को सुनने के आदी हो गए।
another thing what I want to add is that whatever be the decision of the court of law, he has already won the court of the public. In democracy, जनता की दरबार सबसे बड़ा दरबार है। जनता की अदालत सबसे बड़ी अदालत होती है। जनता की आवाज सबसे बड़ी आवाज होती है। जनता की आवाज को, इसके लिए लड़ने वाले को, जनता के स्वतंत्रता के लिए, उसकी अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी के लिए लड़ने वाला कभी नहीं हारेगा। वो प्रताड़ित होगा, लेकिन वह जीतेगा। उसे पराजित करने की शक्ति किसी में नहीं है। इसीलिए मैं आप पूरी टीम को एक बार फिर हृदय से समर्थन देता हूं और आपके इस संकट की घड़ी इसमें हिम्मत होइए, हिम्मत मत हारिए। फिर एक बार मैं समझा, सत्य और असत्य जब भी लड़ाई होती है, असत्य को ईश्वर पहले ही मार चुका होता है। फिर भी हमें सत्य के निमित्त लड़ना होता है। अर्जुन को भी कहा था कि तस्मात् तिष्ठो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रुन पुनश्च राज्यं समृद्धं। तुम उठो, लड़ो। मैंने सारे शत्रु पहले ही मार दिया। इसका अर्थ ये है कि असत्य पहले ही मरा रहता है, लेकिन व्यावहारिकता में उससे लड़ने के लिए हमें हिम्मत रखना है, धैर्य रखना है, और हम जीतेंगे। देश की जनता जीतेगी, प्रजातंत्र जीतेगा, और सारे लोग फिर इस बात को जिस आजादी के लिए इतनी कुर्बानियां दी गई, शहीद भगत चंद्रशेखर आजाद, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस, क्या हम एक छोटी एक सरकार के एक पुलिस का
It's very, very overwhelming when we hear these messages, Abhishek and Aishwarya. These voices, these are people's voices, citizens, Arnab's viewers who are calling in to say, I once called and yes, I spoke to Arnab. Today what Dr. V. Muralidharan said, we bow to public support. More callers calling in, but before that, Jyoti Bhatia is calling us from Mumbai. Thank you, Jyoti, for calling us. Before I take in your message for Arnab, I saw Nupur, she raised her hand, she wanted to say something. Nupur, go ahead, then we'll take in our another viewer voice on the show.
After the suggestions which have been coming in, you know, while I speak about this Honorable Supreme Court taking so much cognizance, I'm hopeful that something good will come out tomorrow in the hearing. Why do I say that? In light of a sitting minister saying it on Sting, that Arnab will harass him so much that he'll commit suicide. Another sting on a ruling coalition spokesperson saying that there is a team at the level of CMO which is out there just to harass Arnab and his family. And thirdly, we all understand that prima facie, in a case which has been closed, closure report has been filed, and if the court does not reopen the case, in such a case, prima facie on the very look of it, a bail should be granted. Now, you know, I would also urge the High Court in Mumbai, and I would earnestly urge as a lawyer, you know, in an investigation which has gone on for over 2 decades, where you've not been able to find out, the investigation has not been able to find out who was behind the hit and run case, to, you know, to allow such gruesome witch hunt of, like people have been saying, the fourth pillar of democracy. This should not be allowed. And I think the person who spoke right before me, I remember a ruling of the High Court was overturned because people gathered at Rajpath at India Gate. And the power of the people of this country is supreme. And while I always will stand by people like Arnab, who I have been for I've debated with him for over 12 years, the country stands with him. I will always stand for press freedom and against harassment of any type. And that's why I urge again and again the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court and the High Court, to please mete out some justice. This is not setting the right precedent.
3,96,150 signatures on the petition that says India with Arnab. This is the kind of support that's coming in. The numbers are on your screens, and those are the kind of responses we are getting in to that hashtag on Twitter. Jyoti Bhatia from Mumbai is calling in. Jyoti, your message for Arnab.
Firstly, let me wish all the Republic family.
Yes, Jyoti, go ahead.
Yes. Wishing you all the very best to the Republic family, we are with you. I am just retired as a teacher, and I have always fought on one thing: truth prevails. My mother sitting next to me, who's an 80-year-old lady, who's only saying one line: 100 din chor ke, ek din saad ka. Arnab, you are a saad. And yesterday, your family, I saw Sagarika and Rhythm like your daughters. They are very strong girls. Shivani and other girls are also very strong. Your family, Abhishek, Aishwarya, Niranjan is, God bless him, Niranjan, Sucheta, I can name everybody only because I'm a teacher. But if I can do anything for you people, you have my number. If you all want me to replace Arnab, I may do that also. God bless all of you. You will take time to get justice, but you will get justice.
That's the love.
Thank you so much.
You will get justice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are at a loss of words when we listen to messages like this. The entire country, yes, absolutely overwhelmed. Colonel Shailendra Singh, veterans are marching on the streets of this country. Major General G.D. Bakshi was at Jantar Mantar yesterday. He rose from there. He said, this is an attack on our democracy. There is an attempt to attack the ethos and the principles of our democracy. The attack on Arnab is because he challenged, he also in fact took on lobbies that raised Tukde Tukde slogans. He took on lobbies that called for the breakup of this country. He took on lobbies who took on all of those who questioned the Indian army.
Journalists are conspicuous by their absence. I just want to make a point. Those very journalists who actually gathered the courage to march up to Patiala House, they were journalists who sat in support at Press Club because a media house was raided for economic bungling. Where are those people? I'm sorry to bring this out. This brings out the selective outrage, and
No, it's important.
Please don't take it.
It's
please
important.
don't take it as a warning. You know, as a citizen who understands, if you allow governments to use brute force against yourselves, please remember, as a citizen, I am telling you, this can happen to anybody, to me, to you, to any other media house. If you can actually walk and march in support of country's secession and balkanization, and if you can actually go and sit in support of economic bungling to oppose a raid, then I'm sorry, and you can actually sit here and give conditional support to Arnab, then you're not actually doing any justice to our society and to our country.
Can I now?
Absolutely. And now if you could go to Colonel Shailendra Singh. Colonel. Yeah, Colonel. As Sagarika was saying that the veterans are on the streets. From Major G.D. Bakshi to Major Gaurav Arya, we have thousands of thousands asking only one thing. That how can this be done? How can this be done by the Maharashtra government, sir, and by the Maharashtra police? Colonel Shailendra Singh.
Okay, give me... yes. What my fellow army officers are doing, my fellow soldiers are doing, I'll not repeat it. But yes, I'm here with a different point. I'm not here for Arnab. I'm not here. Again, I'm not here for Republic. But yes, I'm here to represent that Supreme Court, to put this apology to Arnab and to Republic, that in spite of me as a Supreme Court existing in this country, I'm not able to see what is happening. I'm sorry for my government, which has got such a beautiful reputation world over to be a strong government, and they cannot do anything. I apologize for that weakness. I'm also very, very clear that I take a lot of pride in me as a public and my Indian public, that they are standing up to say things which others need to actually do. I must also apologize on behalf of the governor.
Right.
I must apologize on behalf of the Election Commission that it is able to see all this happening and helplessly watching with nothing coming from them. I'm most apologetic on behalf of those so-called, about whom we were taking pride, those so-called uniformed, disciplined police force, which is actually acting the way they are. I can only tell you, dear, I'm so sorry for all of them, and I apologize on their behalf to the Republic TV, to Arnab. And again, I will request all my countrymen, stand up
if others are not, let us at least put our voice through that yes, any injustice, why only Arnab Goswami? This is injustice done to a citizen of the country.
Yeah.
Where is human rights? They will cry for everything. They can't see this, that something wrong is happening. I'm actually now feeling very embarrassed that when my Pakistani counterparts are going to ask me, कि कर्नल साहब आप तो अपने देश की बहुत मारा करते थे कि डेमोक्रेसी है, कहाँ गई आपकी डेमोक्रेसी, कहाँ गया आपका लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, कहाँ गया आपका जस्टिस सिस्टम, कहाँ गई आपकी इक्वालिटी, कहाँ गया आपका सिस्टम? I'm so sorry, somebody said
yes, sir, देख रहे हैं, हमें पूरा विश्वास है सर कोर्ट्स में. Colonel Saab, sir, we have our complete confidence in the courts, in the honorable judges, and in the honorable lordship, sir. We are sure they can see the truth, Abhishek. We are sure that they can see the truth, Sagarika.
Yeah.
They can see the truth, and that truth will prevail. Colonel Rohit Dev, Colonel.
Yeah.
I would once again go back to point zero. Why all of this is happening, Sagarika, Abhishek? Colonel Rohit Dev, all of this is only happening so that they can zip Arnab. They can stop him from questioning Rohit. Colonel. And Colonel, that is something which is not going to happen. Colonel Rohit Dev.
See, you must be joking when you say somebody can choke Arnab and the Republic Television Network. It just can't happen. It's not a possibility. So let me tell you very frankly, and please understand, I am so happy to see the Tigresses and Tigers of Republic TV with their leader being put into sort of a jail, being so brave, and that's so heartening to see today on a national television network.
It is a jail, sir. He is in jail.
These hard times these times when precious metal is trying to be honing and shining are the times you will remember as a group. Tell me one thing. What are you fighting against? You are fighting against high-handedness of people who think they have power. You are fighting against the Zee Hazur syndrome, which the British lay deep into our brains and our mindsets. And that is why you find people in uniform not doing their job and trying to toe a line out of fear of favor. You are fighting against an inimical cabal because what you have stirred in the hornet's nest in the last 4 to 5 months relates to people trans-border, the Middle East, Pakistan, the drug mafia, the Bollywood nexus, you name it, the politico-bureaucratic nexus. You have touched every tail which needs to be actually twisted. And tell me, what was the reason for somebody to barge into the house of Arnab Goswami, an educated man who has presented himself before every court of law every time he has been called? Was he some Vijay Mallya who was going to run away? Was he some Dawood Ibrahim whom I believe somebody from the machinery helped run away? So it is so appalling. The suo motu standard, the gold standard of our democracy and constitution, which wakes up people at midnight for terrorists, was not there when it was needed the most. So the fourth pillar is being struck by innuendos and all sorts of allegations. They will fabricate. I in fact wrote to Arnab about 3-4 weeks back, and I put that on my Twitter handle as well. Now let me make it public. And I told him how the machinery will get back at him, and that's exactly what's happening. One more thing is left. I hope that does not happen, because that will be stifling Arnab, and which nobody will like. I am so happy. The awareness created by you, your channel, the people on the streets, to make the citizens of this country aware that this is not acceptable. Because 15 years ago, 30 years ago, people didn't have knowledge of what freedom of expression meant. So just because you have gone to connect the dots of crime does not mean that somebody will tighten a noose around that circle and put it on your neck. We are there as citizens to make sure and defend that that does not happen in the Republic. I am Republic, you are Republic, we are Republic, and the Republic will prevail against the tyranny of this, hoodlums who are trying to cause travesty of justice. It cannot happen. I can only implore through your channel, the lordships, to take a very concerted view, because what you write on that sheet of paper tomorrow or whenever is going to set a precedence and dictate how the culture of freedom of expression, which is enshrined in our constitution as a bedrock, also the equality, also the dignity of a human. And on all 3 counts, Arnab has been assaulted. His son and family has been assaulted. The sensibilities of the public of this country has been assaulted, and that cannot be taken lying down. So face up, chin up as Republic, and we are with you, and whatever is required, And if somebody says I use the hashtag I am Republic, going to arrest me. I am telling you I can't use the profanities I used to use in my service. I can tell, just come and try. You can't do that with millions of people who stand today with only one just cause, that vendetta cannot govern the nature of either our politics or discourse of our citizenship. If you have the gunshot, you can try the 1.3 billion plus, and all those people with somebody else today will stand with the truth tomorrow. Happy to know that
you have brought in a very important aspect that you message to Arnab that the system will try to get back at him. We also unraveled that conspiracy. Professor Kapil Kumar, if this is a conspiracy unraveling, if this is an attempt to muzzle and, as Aishwarya said, zip up Arnab Goswami, rest assured, on behalf of Republic Media Network, I can tell you that conspiracy would not succeed. But you think with the outpouring of affection and outpouring of support for Arnab, we would also make sure, we as in Republic Media Network and you and the viewers, that the shenanigans of these powers that be won't succeed. That this vendetta won't succeed.
Can I say something?
That this vengeance won't succeed.
Can I say something?
Professor Kapil Kumar.
Can I say something? You see that your biggest success would be against these forces, that the issues which Arnab and you Republic were raising, which perturbed them, which shook them, you keep raising those issues at least for 1 or 2 hours every day. Let there be no diversion from the Disha murder case. Let there be no diversion from the Sadhus and the driver murder case. Let there be no diversion from this Hathras case.
Yes.
Okay, you get my point.
Absolutely.
Because this is what they want. They want to divert. And two more things I will say, because I am saying this because the other day in debate Arnab asked me, Professor ji, हमको strategy बताइए, हम कैसे लड़े? इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूं आपको, और अलग से भी फोन पे बात कर सकता हूं, क्योंकि मैं भी एक हिस्टोरियन हूं और मैंने इन चीजों को स्टडी किया है. अब मैं आपको एक कॉन्स्पिरेसी और बताता हूं. I want to know this aspect कि when court on the one hand says that they can't open this case, it is illegal. They can't arrest him, it is illegal. Then you tell me how the hell that court has sent him in judicial custody.
Professor Kapil, you've made very important points, but just because of the want of time, we want to give the last word to our viewers. Our viewers have been calling us in. Their support means the most to us. Lakshmi Narayan is calling us. Lakshmi from Chennai is calling us. Lakshmi, your message to Arnab.
Yes, my name is Lakshmi Narayan. I'm a 19 years old. Okay, I want to deliver this message. Can you give me 2 minutes? Abhishek sir and Aishwarya sir. Okay. Before I went, Arnab sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
God is that. He will give you each and every part of your body, gives you your strength, and then Supreme Court is not a country. It is a second God of the country. Lordships are the God. Which is right, which is wrong, they will say, they will correct for them, so we have to believe this, High Court.
Absolutely. And Lakshmi, like you, Lakshmi Narayan, like you, all of us are pinning our hopes on the courts of this country. We'll have to end the show here. Thanking all our panelists for joining us. Our fight continues. We are fighting in the courts of this country. We are appealing to the lordships. We are also fighting in the courts of public perception. We bow down to the support of our viewers. Thank you so much. Good night and goodbye.